You guys mind if I get a little parasocial real quick? A year or two ago, I was force-fed clips all over my TikTok feed of Neon. For those of you who don't know who Neon is, he's a kick creator. And I can't even call him a kid. He's older than me, but he's a kick creator who does a bunch of content where it's more public, more in person, and currently I would say he's not on a bad streak. He's just doing content with a lot of celebrities, to be fair, and he's having good turns of media, and he doesn't do any of the things which he did years ago, which are pretty bad. He did grifting content, said slurs, things of that nature, was one of those. But I will say, of few creators out there, I can say that he seems to be one who's actually grown. If any of you saw the Breakfast Club video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But 2 years ago, I was force fed a bunch of content of him and his girlfriend, which the main content idea, at least from what it looked like for me, was I have a girlfriend who does OnlyFans, and everyone's going to berate her and make fun of her for OnlyFans and be rude to her. And then, that's the whole content. She gets mad about it. My fans keep doing that. Everything is almost as bad as like Jack Doherty content. You know what I mean? And this was just continuous, and then eventually they broke up. There was two different reasons, or more so the same reason, but at first it was just a lot of arguing that it was more of a private one, until Neon said this was his reason for why they did that. But before I get into that, guys, if you could please subscribe, helps me out a lot. I really appreciate it. As you can see, I'm almost halfway to my sub goal. And I will dye my hair fully if I get it before the end of the year. So please help me out. I'd really appreciate that. Now, back to this. Here's the video.
I'm 20 years old. All I ever wanted, bro, was to get big on the internet, to make money, be with a girl that I love, and that's what I had, bro. I had everything, bro, and I was so comfortable, and it's scary, bro. At such a young age, Chad, you should not be so comfortable, bro. You shouldn't. At 20 years old, you shouldn't have everything you want, bro. You shouldn't be comfortable, bro. You should be chilling. You shouldn't feel comfortable in your head, bro. Because in my mind, I still feel like I got so much left in me, Chad. I want to be the best of the best, bro. I want to be number one, bro. I want to be number one. I want to be the best in the world, bro. And I can't do it feeling so comfortable.
Well, there's his reasoning. I wouldn't say the most. I mean, if I were to look at it from outside, I'd be like, yo, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, but A, it's his own personal reasons. If he believes he has to grow and he was too centered there, that is what it is, And, here is Sam Frank, his girlfriend, saying the exact same thing, right?
After 2 amazing years of being together, we just got very, very comfortable to the point where, Mikhail just feels like he needs to grow. And I think that's amazing. And we just became very, codependent. And for someone who has everything they could ever want in life, I'm just so proud of him. This is not at all what I expected.
And as you can see, they both necessarily say the same thing. More of an agreement to the fact that, yeah, we just grew apart, life changed, life went in different directions. And that is what it is. And, you can't even be mad at someone for saying that they grew distant. That's just the way that their life went. It is what it is. They both didn't agree with it. And as you see, she said she was very happy with him. So it's a very mutual, very calm, very nice breakup, just a very calm breakup. Until what happened an hour ago. What? But they broke up like a year or two ago. What are you talking about? Well, yeah, but audio got leaked of them actually breaking up. This didn't seem mutual at all. It seems, how about I play the audio for you first and then I'll go more in depth.
Here, Chad, let me talk. Fuck, man. Let me talk.
You embarrassed her.
Let me talk. No, it was you. I came in here. I was like, alright, my bad, whatever.
It wasn't that bad until you said that, so congrats. But
you wanna drag it? You tell me to get the fuck out of your room and shit. Who are you talking to?
You think like you just made it better by saying that? Congratulations, you won. You won, you embarrassed this relationship. And you embarrassed me. Congrats, you're a fucking idiot.
Okay.
You are. You're a fucking idiot. Okay. You just confirmed the parasocial, you fucking retard.
Okay.
We're done.
We're done?
Yeah, I'll get the fuck out.
Yeah, it doesn't seem so mutual, doesn't seem so calm there. So, as you guys can see, he basically said to his people first, the whole thing about, this, blah, blah, gave it all to the parasocials that he needed to move on. He left her behind. And a lot of the children who watched his content took that as, Neon leaves OnlyFans girl behind. OnlyFans girl, nothing with him, thrown away. So the parasocial stuff was really mad, right? At least this is how I see it, guys. Maybe she'll just come out and say some bullshit that I'm super wrong, I'm stupid, and I'm dumb. But yeah, so parasocial people got really mad about it, which you can hear her talking about the parasocials. And then she's like, fuck it, we're done. There, we're done. You know what I mean? Because I guess he still wants something. I don't really understand what he could have possibly wanted. But yeah, that's essentially how it went with that. Sorry for a little, if it seems a little parasocial. This feels like it could have fit into a YouTube short. But hey, guys, sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumble. The cookie crumble, the cookie crumble. You know what I mean? Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Love you guys. You know, and please like, subscribe, especially help me get that goal, guys. I will die at all. It's gonna be growing, so it will be done before the end of the year. Maybe I'd take a little bit longer just to let it grow out more, so it doesn't look like a crazy fucking small, short, dyed hair. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Love you guys, and peace.